Hi, Gary Corpenning again from pastor at Venice Presbyterian Church. I just thought I'd check in again with you for a few minutes today. Give you some of the things that I'm thinking about. Lately, I've been thinking about a lot of the things that feels like we're losing a lot of stuff, and I feel a sense of loss. The gym, my local gym that I go to most days, that's just down the street from me, closed last week, and most days I looked at that and thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice if it's closed? I won't have to go. Now it's closed and I feel sad about it. We lose things. And I just want us to take this opportunity maybe to really evaluate those things that we're losing right now, because, the fact is I'm finding that some of the things I'm losing out of my life are probably just as well that I lose them. They're not really all that important. And it's good for me to reevaluate that. And so we have that opportunity now to think about our lives and sort of reevaluate what we've got in them and what's important, to hold on to those things that are important and to find ways to keep them, but also to recognize that there are a lot of things that have been part of our lives that are probably not all that important, and it's good for us to let them drift away. So we can reevaluate our lives at this moment. Paul talks about that. The Apostle Paul talks about that in Philippians 3, talks about things that were valuable to him at one point, which he lost, but that he gained Christ in the process and had a new perspective on what was valuable and important for life and in his life. So I want to encourage you to look at that. That's Philippians chapter 3, the first 11 verses or so. But the fact is also some of the things that are important to us that we are losing, we can regain in new and creative ways, kind of like what we're all learning now. And so we can do that. What we want to be able to do is sort of reevaluate what is important in life. And for that, I want to encourage you to do what Paul tells us to do, and that's to really focus on Jesus. That Jesus Christ is the one who will be the standard by which we can measure all the other stuff that we're doing in our lives. And so I want to encourage you to spend some time in these days getting to know Jesus better. One of the simplest ways to do that right off is to simply read the Gospels. So let me give you a challenge to consider reading through the Gospel of Mark. It's the shortest of the Gospels, and I can read it out loud. I think, I haven't timed myself recently, but surely within the space of time it might take to watch an hour-long TV show or a couple of half-hour sitcoms. Probably less. And you can spend time with Jesus that way and get to know him and let him be the one who begins to define for you the standard of what's important and what's not important. A kind of selflessness that directs our lives out from ourselves towards something bigger than us, and that would be through Jesus. So let me give you that encouragement to do that. Let's all do that. And as you read through Mark, maybe you'll then want to go on to Luke or Matthew and John, and begin to measure your losses and gains in terms of Jesus. So let me encourage you to do that, and I'll check back with you about it. Tomorrow, we're going to be streaming live for worship at 10 o'clock on Sunday. We're going to see if as long as we don't blow out the internet. Everybody else is doing it too. So, but we're going to be on tomorrow live streaming at 10 out of Venice Church. Love to have you with us unless your church is doing it, in which case then I would encourage you to watch yours and come back and check ours out in the recorded version. I'm going to close with a prayer here. Get this prayer out of an old Presbyterian prayer book. So pray with me. Oh God, you have made the heavens and the earth and all that is good and lovely. You have also shown us, through Jesus our Lord, that the secret of joy is a heart set free from selfish desire. Help us to find delight in simple things and always to rejoice in the richness of your overflowing treasures. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Take care. Praying for you. Pray for me. If you have prayer things, put them in the comments. We'll pray for each other. God bless.